Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 2 of the 9th general meeting of the Memory of the World Committee for Asia and the Pacific. We hope you had a nice day today, which was very well organized by KSI. I think we all really enjoyed it. So thank you to KSI for organizing that for us. And now to start today's meeting, I would like to invite our MOWCAP chair, Mr. Kuibe Kim, to give the welcome remarks. Mr. Kuibe.
Mr. Kim Hak-hong, the Vice Governor of Administrative Affairs, Gyeongsang-buk-do Province. Mr. Faxon Banda, Chief of Documentary Heritage Unit, UNESCO Headquarters. Distinguished Member States, international experts from Asia and the Pacific, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. On behalf of the MOWCAP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 9th MOWCAP General Meeting in Andong. Before I continue, I would like to express my gratitude to the city of Andong, Gyeongsang-buk-do Province, the Korean Studies Institute for hosting and supporting this on-site meeting, which had been postponed due to the global pandemic. While the technology allows us to continue the meeting and working together, but I think there is no substitute for the meeting face-to-face. A lot has been changed since our last general meeting in 2018. The formidable convergence of disease, natural disaster, war has turned out our world upside down, greatly impact us on both personal and professional level. Our world has endured great suffering, and it endures still. Correspondingly, the preservation of documentary heritage continues to face great difficulties, as many memorial institutions, museums have closed due to financial constraints. In this regard, we convince here today not only to enlist the documentary heritage, but also to uproot the mission of the Memory Award program by taking active measures towards inclusive, just, and peaceful society through international cooperation. For an adoption of revised Memory Award status and the National MOW Committee's report to decision on inscription, a busy agenda awaits us. It is of special significance for us to have this meeting today as we resumed and implement the revised MOW inscription process after being suspended for several years during the comprehensive review of the governance and procedures of MOW program. We will be reviewing 13 nominations from member states at this meeting. Undoubtedly, the MOW register offers marvelous opportunity to promote the value and significance of all of the world's hugely rich and diverse documented culture. The great efforts were made by the member states in the completion of the revised operational framework for the MOW program in the course of 4 years. However, the success and sustainability of MOW program lie heavily on the continuous international cooperation, mutual understanding among member states. Driven by such objectives, we hope to become an exemplary regional committee of MOW program with the help of our 43 members. This meeting also coincides with the 30th anniversary of establishment of MOW program in 1992. Last month, I have the honor to present our achievement and future agenda of MOWCAP at Global Symposium at the UNESCO headquarters in celebration of 30th anniversary. Fellow colleagues and experts have given appraisal for the leading example of MOWCAP, and its members have said. I also had the opportunity to have a fruitful conversation with the chairperson of MOLEC ECMO, which have printed seed for more robust the collaboration and cooperation between regional committee in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I'd like to conclude my remarks by expressing thanks to the co-organizer Korean Studies Institutions, Gyeongsang-Buk-do Province and City of Andong, and also a special thanks goes to Dr. Lee Sang-ho and Mr. Kang Bo-sung from KSI, and also my Acting Secretary General, Ms. Linan Mu from Bangkok office, for their dedication and enthusiasm and also their hard work. In particular, I'd like to thank all of the participants for being here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Quibe, for these wonderful opening remarks for this meeting. And now to deliver the following remarks before we go ahead with our proceedings, I would like to invite Mr. Hang-ho Kim, Vice Governor of Administrative Affairs of Gyeongsang-Buk-do Province. Thank you very much.
네, 경북 행정부이사 김학웅입니다. 바쁘신 일정에도 우리 경북 지역을 방문해 주신 아시아 태평양 지역 기록유산 전문가 여러분들을 진심으로 환영합니다. 코로나19로 인해 4년 만에 개최되는 이번 9차 모우캡 총회가 경상북도에서 개최되어 매우 영광스럽게 생각합니다. 특히 이번 총회가 경북에서 열릴 수 있도록 물심양면 힘써주신 모우캡 김기배 의장님을 비롯한 의장단 여러분과 국가별 기록유산 대표분들께 감사의 말씀을 전합니다. 아울러 행사 준비해주신 정정섭 한국국학진흥원장님과 직원 여러분, 행정적 지원을 아끼지 않으신 안동시에도 감사를 드립니다. 경상북도는 천연왕국 신라의 수도였던 경주의 신라문화, 정신문화의 중심인 안동의 유교문화를 간직한 대한민국 전통문화의 보고입니다. 도내에 산재한 수많은 문화유산과 기록유산 그리고 무형유산이 이를 말해주고 있습니다. 대한민국이 보유한 15건의 세계유산 가운데 5건이 경북에 있습니다. 대한민국 지방정부 가운데 가장 많은 유네스코 세계유산을 보유하고 있기도 합니다. 아울러서 경북도와 안동시의 지원으로 설립된 한국국학진흥원에는 60만여 점에 달하는 한국 최다의 민간 기록유산이 소장되어 있습니다. 기록유산이 지닌 가치와 의미를 전 세계인과 더불어 공유하기 위해서 다양한 노력들을 기울이고 있습니다. 경상북도에서는 이러한 노력을 구체화하는 데 적극적으로 힘을 보태 나갈 계획입니다. 그 일환으로 유네스코 세계기록유산인 유교 책판을 미래유산으로 이어가기 위해서 천년 유교 경전각 건립을 준비하고 있습니다. 대한민국 세계유산의 효율적인 통합관리와 일반인들의 향유계를 확대하고자 국립세계유산센터를 경상북도에 유치하기 위해서 노력하고 있습니다. 많은 관심 부탁드리겠습니다. 이처럼 경상북도는 세계가 함께 보존하고 기억해야 할 기록유산과 문화유산을 체계적으로 보존하고 그 가치를 알리는 데 역량을 모으고 있습니다. 이번 총회를 통해서 이러한 노력들을 서로 공유하고 연대할 수 있는 방법들이 함께 논의됐으면 하는 바람을 가져봅니다. 모캡이 지향하는 다양한 프로그램들을 지원하는데 우리 경상북도가 앞장설 것을 약속드리겠습니다. 끝으로 이 자리를 빌려서 지난 7일 모캡 사무국이 경북에 유치되고 이번 9차 모캡 총회가 열릴 수 있도록 힘써주신 관계자 여러분께 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 한국에서 가장 한국적인 도시인 경상북도 안동을 방문해 주신 모든 분들께 다시 한번 감사드립니다. 이번 총회가 모두에게 뜻깊은 행사가 되기를 기원합니다. 감사합니다.
Good morning again, delegates from Asia Pacific, and particularly the participants joining the meeting online. I welcome again the 9th General Meeting of the MOWCAP. In the course of 2 days, next 2 days, we have a very busy schedule filled with discussions and decisions and field trips in and out the conference. First of all, I'd like to welcome our Acting Secretary General, Mr. Linan Mo from Bangkok office, to introduce the overview of the meeting schedule and hospitality arrangement, including tours and dinner. Very important, right? Okay, please.
Thank you, Quibe. So for session 1, we're going to go through meeting and business arrangements. One item being the adoption of the agenda, then the appointment of the rapporteur. Then we shall conduct the roll call establishing the voting status. After that, we will review and adopt the minutes of the last 8th MOWCAP general meeting. And then the Secretary General, myself, will present some key activities that were conducted by MOWCAP, as well as some financial information. And then Diane McCaskill and Helen Jarvis will present on the revision of MOWCAP documents. And then we will look at the revised MOWCAP statutes. So following that, we will invite Mr. Joe Hironaka from UNESCO Bangkok to summarize key actions and projects undertaken by the UNESCO Bangkok office. And then we will invite Dr. Faxon Banda from UNESCO headquarters to do the same, but for the International Memory of the World program. And after a coffee break after that, we will have an open discussion on issues and opportunities that we have for documentary heritage activities for MOWCAP. After that, there's lunch, and then we will have session 3. So that session will be dedicated to all of the country reports. So out of all of that, we have 19 that were submitted. So in the first 50 minutes, we'll go from Australia and then alphabetically to Malaysia. And then after the coffee break, we'll start from Mongolia and then all the way down to Vietnam for the last 9. And then our colleague, Minh Hương, will conduct a wrap-up. And after that, we will have a lovely banquet hosted by the Mayor of Andong at the Andong Grand Hotel. Following that, We will have the presentations from the nominators, and we will also receive the report from the Register Subcommittee and vote on the MOWCAP Regional Register. So that will start with presentations from 13 of the nominations that were deemed admissible, and then we will hear the report from Helen Jarvis, and then there will be a vote on the nominations. Following that, Mr. Quibe will present their certificates to those that were successfully inscribed, and we will have a closing ceremony, followed by lunch, and then site visits to Hahui Folk Village, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And also, we will see a Hahui mask dance, which is UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage. So looking forward to that. And then we will have a farewell dinner. And then the following day, everybody will have to leave this lovely city. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Lena Mo, for the very detailed and explanations. And next will be the point. If you have any questions regarding our agenda, the tours and dinners, and if not, then I will move on to the next agenda. Okay, next will be the appointment of rapporteur. Now I'd like to, if you don't mind, I'd like to appoint Ms. Lina Mo as a rapporteur of this meeting. Please kindly speak up if you have any objection. I don't see any, so it's adopted. The next will be the adoption of the agenda. The draft agenda for general meeting was shared as of 10 November, if I don't mistake. Ms. Linan Moro, would you kindly present this agenda?
Thank you, Quibe. So the last meeting took place on the 29th, from the 29th of May to the 1st of June in 2018, also in the Republic of Korea in Gwangju. So the objectives of the meeting were to review the activities of the International Memory of the World program and develop a forward plan. We also heard the report